just because it was close to the hotel, and this is a great spot of the city. You just can't get enough of the skyline behind you. Yesterday's video from here in Atlanta, we talked about Honey Malone. What happened to Honey Malone? Today's video is also going to be a true crime story, but today we are going to be talking about Janell Carwell. What happened to Janell Carwell? I chose this one because this is also a very, very crazy story with a really big twist at the end. As well. Now, this video today is actually going to be a little bit different because it starts in one place and then ends here in Atlanta. So, we first have to go to Augusta, Georgia. It's just a little over an hour away. It's April, and in fact, it's Easter Sunday of 2017. LaTanya Janell Carwell is actually, it's her 16th birthday. She's celebrating her 16th birthday on Easter Sunday, which is awesome. Everything's going great. She has some friends over to the house. They have a great day. Shortly after midnight on Monday, a 911 call comes in from LaTanya's mother. LaTanya's mother's name is Tanya. So LaTanya liked to be called Janell, so we're going to call her Janell. So just after midnight, 911 receives a call from Janell's mother, Tanya.
How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I was calling to report a missing person.
Give me 1 second.
I pray to God that they not, but it's not like them not to answer the phone. I've been calling and texting and leaving messages and nothing.
They're not answering?
Neither one. And that's not like neither one of them, because they see me calling, they gonna answer.
Your husband and your daughter are missing?
Right. His cell phone don't have a map on it where you get directions or whatever, so he got my cell phone. I told him, I said, well, when you on your way back, honey, please call me and let me know that y'all okay. And he said, all right.
Okay, ma'am, as I'm talking to you, we have a deputy en route to you.
Okay.
Tanya tells the 911 operator that Janell and Tanya's husband, his name is Leon Tripp, that she hasn't been able to get them on the phone. They're not answering. The police then come to her house, where she tells them that Leon got a call. A good buddy of his needed help with their truck. They broke down on the side of the road, and apparently Leon needed Janell to help him navigate, to use the GPS to get him there. 2 whole weeks passed, and the Richmond County Sheriff's Department, they had no leads, and Tanya, Janell's mother, she still hadn't heard from either of them. So Tanya goes online. She goes on Facebook Live, and she tells everyone that she has brain cancer and lung cancer, and she has her pastor come on there, and everything seems to be just horrible for Tanya. She's asking for donations so that she can post a reward to get information to help. And the people come from out of the woodworks to donate money to her from all over.
I do have cancer. I have brain cancer and I have lung cancer. I need my baby home, like 15 days ago type home, because she has never been away from me this long.
Thank y'all for all the love. I see it, all the likes. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That is.
Isn't that beautiful?
Thank you.
Shortly thereafter, they find Leon's car. It was abandoned, and it was about a mile away from their home in Augusta. So the police start wondering if the vehicle's a mile away, could they be a mile away? So they pull all the cell phone data from Leon's cell phone and from Janell's cell phone. And then they were shocked to find out that this entire time, Tanya had been telling them that Leon and Janell were headed to South Carolina to help this friend with a truck But their cell phone records indicated that they did not go to South Carolina. They came here to Atlanta. Once they realized that Leon was here in Atlanta, they started getting tips in saying, hey, I saw Leon here, I saw Leon here, I saw Leon there, those kind of things. They know without a shadow of a doubt that Leon is still alive because people have seen him physically. So they start wanting to look into Leon's background. They start digging, and they discover when Janell's mom met Leon, Leon was actually in jail already for aggravated assault and cruelty to children. Leon was released from prison and immediately moved in with Tanya and Janell and a younger sister of Janell's. So then the detectives immediately, their minds are like, whoa, what did this guy do? So the hunt was on. Leon was now a wanted man once again. They get a tip to where Leon is, and they find him living in this abandoned home right here in Atlanta, hiding out. The strange thing is, when they found him, he wasn't alone, but he wasn't with Janell. When they kicked in the door and they found him, Leon was there with Tanya. The detectives, they couldn't believe it. They had no clue what was going on. Tanya feeds them the story that she was driving around Atlanta looking for Janell when she spotted Leon walking, and that was the reason they were together. But police didn't buy it.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now. That's stupid.
They immediately arrested Leon and charged him with kidnapping. And they also arrested Tanya for hindering prosecution. Now, when they get them to the police station and start questioning them, they want to know where Janell is. Leon tells them that Janell is no longer of this world. She's no longer living. Originally, he agrees to tell them where her body was, but ultimately, he changed his mind, I guess. I don't know if a lawyer, I don't know if he lawyered up or what, but he eventually changed his mind and did not tell investigators where Janell, where her remains were. But police knew that Janell wasn't alive anymore. So the investigation then changed from a missing person to a homicide. Both Leon and Tanya's charges were then almost instantly upgraded. Tanya's was upgraded to concealing a death, and then Leon for murder. Investigators, they discovered another bombshell. Police discovered that Janell's mom does not have cancer, even though she's been all over Facebook Live and YouTube Live and all this stuff, Instagram Live, telling everyone that she has cancer and taking all these donations. She's as healthy as can be. It was all a lie just to take people's money. The people who donated, the people who thought they were trying to help, they were devastated. They really were. It took an entire year, but after a year of searching and investigating, they finally found Janell's remains right here in Augusta, Georgia, about a mile away from Leon and Tanya's home, right off of Golden Camp Road in this wooded area. They found her remains right here in this wooded area in front of us. And somewhere near the same time that they found her remains, they learned some more really crazy news. Like they had talked to people and found people, and it turns out that Janell's mother and stepfather had tried to hire a hitman to kill Janell 3 different times prior, and ultimately, I guess, they couldn't find anyone, so they just did it themselves. She was 16 years old. Why? Why did she have to die? What could she have possibly done to her mom and stepdad for them to want to do this to her. Oh man, I don't understand. She was 16. Now, because of Leon's somewhat confession and them finding Janell's remains, LaTanya, Janell's mother, her charges were upgraded to murder, and Leon's charges were upgraded from second-degree murder to first-degree murder. And prosecutors have said that they do intend on seeking the death penalty in the case. So it's been 3 years, and they still haven't been convicted or gone to trial over it. And that is because their attorneys, their defense attorneys, have filed motion after motion after motion after motion. For each of those motions, they got to have hearings on them. They tried to have the judge throw out all of the GPS data and some of the physical evidence that they had. They asked for a change in venue, saying they wouldn't get a fair trial. They even requested a new judge when the judge denied their change of venue. And there was many other things, and it just kept going and going, and that was why their trial date kept getting pushed back. And then, when they didn't have anything else to motion on, they were given a trial date of May of 2020. They apparently still weren't ready for that trial, because right before the trial was to start, their attorneys played their last hand, and that was filing a motion claiming that the death penalty was unconstitutional. Now that'll get kicked up to the Supreme Court, which will, just like anything else, they'll have to have a hearing on it. That'll take up another year or more's time. Then finally, when that is heard and they get a verdict for it, then they will get a new trial date for their murder charges. The whole thing is just wild. It really is. I will come back and update you all when they finally do have their trials and whatever those verdicts may be. That's going to do it for this episode today here in Atlanta. We have one more day here in Atlanta tomorrow and one more day in the Georgia area for a while. We're going back to Alabama. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and then the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. If you guys want to help support the channel, you can check out the links in the description box below. It helps us keep making videos like this. And, you know, thank you guys so much. I will see you again tomorrow for our last day here. Please stay safe and stay healthy.